Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about vintage hairbrushes that you can still buy today. So I've always been curious about hairbrushes. It all kind of started with my Mason Pearson hairbrush, and I would love the vintage packaging on it, and then I was kind of curious. I'm like, when were hairbrushes invented and how long have they been around? So let's dive into a brief history of the hairbrush. So the earliest US patent for a modern hairbrush was by Hugh Rock in 1854. A brush with elastic wire teeth along with natural bristles was patented by Samuel Firey in 1870. In 1898, Lyda D. Newman invented an improved hairbrush which allowed for easy cleaning and had bristles separated wide enough to allow for easy combing. She was awarded the U.S. patent 614335. So in 1777, William Kent founded Kent Brushes in England, a company which became the first known hairbrush manufacturer. The company created its brushes from wood and bristles, most commonly made from animal hair or feathers, with each brush taking up to 12 individuals to craft. After 230 years, Kent Brushes still holds the title as the world's oldest hairbrush manufacturer. The Kent Brushes also have the royal warrant on it. It says, by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, so I'm assuming the Queen most likely uses Kent hairbrushes. It's crazy to think how old they are. And I found this men's one on Amazon. It has plastic bristles, but it would be nice to try some other models. So after reaching significant developmental heights in England, modifications to the classic hairbrush continued overseas. In the United States, it took over 100 years and an industrial revolution before the invention of the automatic brush boring machine in 1885, which allowed for hairbrushes to be churned out at a more marketable speed. It was in the same year that Mason Pearson also created the original rubber cushion brush, a design that was perfected in the 1920s and remains popular in most modern hairbrushes. However, it wasn't until Lyda Newman entered the hairbrush arena that brushes as we know them today truly took form. In 1898, Newman, an African-American inventor, hairdresser, and women's rights activist, modified and patented the hairbrush to include durable synthetic bristles as well as a ventilation chamber that enables easier cleaning, along with a storage place for any debris pulled from the scalp or hair. For those who use hair dryers, variations of Lyda Newman's ventilated brush are likely bathroom staples. However, the creation of the round styling brush is credited to the French stylist Patrick Alice, who in 1965 decided to break free from the styling of hair with hot rollers in favor of creating a blown out look using a round brush of his own invention. Today there's almost as great a range of hairbrushes as there is an array of hair types. Some brushes, such as Kent brushes, are still handcrafted with carefully selected wood and bristles, while others are made exclusively of plastic and rubber. Some brushes are for styling, while others remain simple tangling and grooming tools. So I've never owned a really expensive brush. I've always wanted a Mason Pearson one, and I finally did it and bought one. I ended up getting one of the bigger ones. It's kind of an investment. I think they're like $300, maybe a little less. But I feel like it's the type of brush that once you buy it and you take care of it and clean it, it will basically last your lifetime. And I think they're supposed to last, 20, 25 years if you take good care of it. And I figured every time I buy a brush, I'm always disappointed when I get the cheaper ones, because either they just get really gross and they fall apart and they just aren't doing anything for my hair. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna invest in a really nice vintage hairbrush. So let's talk a little bit about Mason Pearson. So Mason Pearson brushes they are a British company specializing in the manufacture of hairbrushes. In the mid-1860s, a Yorkshire man called Mason Pearson came to work at the British Steam Brush Works in the East End of London. In 1885, he invented a rubber cushion hairbrush, which became the company's primary product and is still on sale today. Little changed from the original design. The junior model, which is the one that I have, which has a mix of boar and nylon bristles, has been called the Ferrari of hairbrushes. Mason Pearson brushes are sold worldwide, and the family business is still passed down through generations and is currently run by the Mason Pearson family in London today. And next on the list is Kent Hairbrushes, and Kent Hairbrushes have been around since 1777, and they're from England, and is basically the first known hairbrush brand. And the brushes are made from wood, and the bristles are made from animal hair and feathers, and each brush takes 12 individuals to craft. Next on the list is Goody. I know everyone probably knows Goody. I've owned several Goody brushes in my lifetime. They're readily available at most drugstores. So Henry Goodman founded Goody in 1907. Goodman immigrated to the United States from the Ukraine. He and his son started the business by selling rhinestone-studded hair combs out of a pushcart. The Goodman business quickly grew, and by 1921, their growing variety of products were being sold in the Midwest and throughout the Northeast. The products were sold under the name H. Goodman and Sons. A few years later, their products were sold nationwide in national variety stores. The company's growth was directly proportional to the increase in discount stores and shopping centers. As the styles changed throughout the years, so did the products sold by Goody. Goodman's son, Abraham, went to NYU and earned a degree in accounting and served as president of the company for more than 50 years. He retired in 1977, and H. Goodman and Sons became known as Goody Products, Inc. in 1980. And another vintage hairbrush brand is Denman brushes. And Denman brushes were the invention of John Denman, who patented his first designs in 1938, and he likes to be called Jack Dean, and he established two companies, Denman Products Limited and Denman Tools Limited, in Garden City, England. He drew on the expertise of leading hairdressers of the day, including Freddie French, to help him design and develop new Denman tools. Together, they combined artistic and engineering skills to create innovative hairdressing products of all kinds. And you can still buy Denman brushes today. And another really old hairbrush brand is Plilson, and this brand is almost as old as Kent Hairbrushes. So the modern shaving brush may have been traced to France during the 1750s. The French call a shaving brush badger. The quality of these brushes differed greatly as materials used to fashion the handles varied from the common to the exotic. It was not uncommon for handles to be made of ivory, gold, silver, tortoiseshell, crystal, or porcelain. The more expensive brushes used badger hair, with cheaper ones using boar or horsehair. In the 1800s, when the folding handle straight razor design made it practical for men to shave themselves rather than visit a barber, a shave brush became a status symbol. And an expensive or eccentric brush was a way of asserting one's personality or even affluence. The recent rapid rise in popularity of wet shaving has raised demand for high quality and custom shaving brushes. So Plilson started out as a shaving brush brand, but I did find this other brush, and it's kind of like a classic boar bristle brush with a wooden handle, and it says made in France. And this one says it came out in 1808. And then on the back it says, once the official shaving brush provider to Napoleon, Plilson has been around for over 200 years and is the world's renowned expertise guides as well handcrafted 100% artisanal brushes. So I got this wood one. I had to buy it from their website and pay shipping to Canada from France, but I really wanted to get it for the video. This is just a smaller kind of classic boar brushes, but I think it's really cool that Napoleon also used it. That means it's pretty old. But it's interesting that it started out as a shaving brush, not so much as a hairbrush. And another vintage hairbrush brand is a Canadian brand. It's called Danny Co. So Danny Co is a Canadian national distributor of professional beauty and spa products, and the company was founded in 1954. I got this one online, and I think Amazon actually, and it kind of reminds me of the Mason Pearson one because it has that cushion and the like dark color in the back, so it definitely has that vintage look. I don't think it's as good quality as the Mason Pearson one, but it's been around since the 1950s. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so curious to what type of hairbrushes you use, and let me know if you tried any of these in the comments below. Alright, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!